and welcome back to a very special episode of the British Esports Show. We are now here with the wonderful Dom Sacco. So Dom, how are you doing today?
I'm good, I'm very good, thank you. How are you? I should have asked before we went live which camera I'm supposed to look at. I'm not supposed to look at cameras, am I?
That's right. Any of them. That one, any will do.
You wouldn't think I'm a journalist of 16 years, would I? I feel like a noob still.
We're all still learning, it's all right. So, Dom, we're here today to ask people about their experience and their kind of job role in esports, how they got started and how other people can get started in that role. So, do you want to kind of just describe to people who don't know what it is that you do, what it is that you do?
How to get started? It's a good question. I mean, the industry's changed a lot since I was your age. Back in my day, games magazines were the main sort of source of news and publishing in games media back then. We didn't really have YouTube and Twitch, so I wanted to originally work for a games magazine. I went to a careers fair at my school at the time, shout out to Billericay School, and the chap behind at the journalism stand, he didn't have much interest from people back then. He said, "I'm glad you've turned up," and he said, journalism, it is what you know, but it is also who you know as well. So he said, wherever you want to work, why don't you reach out to them now and get your foot in the door? And I was only 13 or 14 at the time. I was too young to sort of work, but I just contacted them, or my mum did. I was a bit nervous back then, a bit shy. And they gave me a tour of the office. So I went with my dad, had a tour of the office, and from there I sort of made contact with them so that when I turned 16 and I was looking for work experience for 2 weeks, they let me have a work experience placement. So the term work experience seems to have sort of died out a little bit now, but I'm still all for it. Some people say, oh, volunteering is bad, companies should pay workers. Yeah, but when you're 15, 16 and you're looking for experience, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing 1 week, 2 weeks experience just to get that on your CV. Internships are different. I think paid internships are really important. But yeah, that's my answer. I know slightly long-winded, but reach out to people early on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what is it like being a journalist in the esports industry? Because I say, me just sort of getting started in it, I can already tell it's crazy, and you've been doing it for a lot longer than I have. Like, what's it like for people who don't really know what it is like?
Good question. Hard work, on your feet all the time. There's not much of a rest you get. You're onto one story, then you're onto the next story. Whether it's a press release or something you're working on for months, an investigation or an interview, a team have signed a new player. There's so much. You're having to juggle a lot. My to-do list is ever evolving. There's things moving up and down that to-do list all the time. Sometimes things getting moved off if the news has got a little bit old. Yeah, frantic and fast-paced. So you need to, I think, have a lot of energy and be a real doer as well.
Yeah. What would you say would be, maybe not the most important skill, but one of the most important skills for someone who would want to get into the journalism or the gaming journalism kind of space? What's one skill that you'd recommend that they'd need for that?
I think when I was younger, it was, to be a good writer, but now everything's video-focused. But I think the skills of a journalist cross over between print or online media, written media and video. Be good at asking questions, be inquisitive, be curious, have confidence, to stand up for what you believe in and write about things or cover things that are important to cover. Be tenacious and daring. I think those are important qualities to have. So it's almost like more sort of qualities rather than skills as such. I think you've got to be a good communicator, be good with information, disseminating information and all of that stuff. I mean, Bryony, I'm talking to you, but you all know all of this stuff, right? You've been to uni, you've done all of that. So, and it's good. I've been able to see you grow through that space and do the right things in that space as well at the start of your journey.
And sort of a bigger question there for you is for someone who's just starting out.
Unfortunately, it's 6 o'clock.
So I'll start that again. So for someone who's sort of getting started in this esports journalism or just journalism in general, like what's one piece of advice you would give to someone who's looking at getting into the field?
Definitely just start doing it. Just start a blog. If you want to write and do written journalism, start a blog up, or even write longer posts about a match report or someone you've interviewed or your thoughts. We need more opinion pieces, I think, in esports and vlogs that are done in a way that differentiates between news, because I think a lot of esports media consumers still get hung up on the fact that, you're presenting this as news, whereas it's coming across as an opinion piece. I think good journalists will differentiate between the two. But yeah, just do it is what I would say.
Yeah.
Who was that actor that said that?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
Yeah, just do it. That's what I would say. Because for me, setting up Esports News UK, I'd been umming and ahhing. I'd been an editor of magazine for 3-4 years. And I was thinking, what's next in my career? I'm an editor now. I don't really want to go down the management route of being a publisher. I wanted to still write and tell stories. And so it took me a while to pluck up the courage to set up Esports News UK, but I'm really glad that I did. And I think good things come from doing your own thing as well. I'm not saying you have to start up your own media business, but just doing it, you will learn a lot. Talk to friends, talk to family, show them your work, and ask them what they thought about it, so you can learn and improve.
Yeah, cool. Well, to finish us off then, we've got a quick little challenge for you.
Okay.
We're going to give you 15 seconds, and I'll get the timer out, to name as many esports titles as you can.
Oh, God.
And we'll see who does the best over the course of the week.
Okay, I only really follow League of Legends, so this is going to be hard. Well, I do follow others, actually, but yeah, okay.
Right,
You
are
let
you
me
ready?
know when.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
League of Legends, Dota 2, FIFA, eFootball, Overwatch, Valorant, Rocket League, Rainbow Six Siege, CSGO, I don't know if I've said that already.
2, 1.
That'll do. That's probably
pretty
not
good.
very good. I'm a boomer, right? I've got an excuse. I'm 36, coming up 37, so I'm sure a lot of people out there who are younger than me will do a lot better.
Oh, well, thank you, Dom, for coming on with us today. It's been a pleasure to speak to you.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you, everyone who has been watching. We hope you enjoyed this little piece of Insomnia content. We've plenty more on the way, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Thanks very much.